Well, hello there, Libra. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're going to be seeing what is on the horizon for you. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path or areas of resistance, and of course, advice from Spirit. So let's see what we have for you today. See what we got. Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully, and dove spirit, be peace. You know, this card is always the energy that you may feel like you don't have a lot of options right now, right? You're on this very narrow bridge. But while you're on the narrow bridge and waiting for new options to come in, right? There's like no exits off of that bridge. You feel like, man, this is a long journey, right? Across here. And there's nothing new coming in. And perhaps you're wanting new things to come in. But see how that bridge is way up in the air, right? It gives us that vantage point of being able to see how things connect to other things. Sometimes when we're put into that bubble of new options not quite coming in yet, it doesn't mean that they're never coming in. But sometimes Spirit puts us in that bubble of not having new options so that we can kind of see how far we have come on our journey and how the dots are starting to connect for us, and allowing ourselves to get into that peaceful energy of recognizing that things are going to work out for us, for our highest good. And that it's okay to kind of like contemplate during this time what it is that you truly want. Because when the options aren't coming, sometimes that is an indication that we've kind of a little bit lost. I don't want to say lost our way, but lost. You may not be sure of what it is that you truly want at this time. And so it's kind of like allowing yourself to just take one step forward, even if it's a little baby step, knowing that you'll finally get to the other side of this narrow bridge, right? But in the meantime, it says tread thoughtfully, right? It's about not worrying about how much farther you have to go or where this bridge is really going to take you, as of getting into that energy of being very peaceful. It says be peace, being peaceful and just seeing where this goes. I feel like you're being asked not to take any big action at this time. Yeah, this is something, wow, this is huge. I think you really are being put into a bubble at this time so that you can have that, you know, I don't have a solitaire card, you know, the hermit energy, but it is a little bit of that hermit energy of going within, going deep. Yeah, you have the dark thoughts here. It's coming out. You're coming out of this, and I would say very soon. We have the full moon in Virgo on the 24th, so we're already in the shadow of that, and that is the last full moon of the solar year. So I feel as if there's something here. Yeah, it's going to work out. I think there's something that's brewing within you. So it could be, you know, have to do with a relationship. And it doesn't have to be a relationship that you're in now. In fact, I feel like with the dark thoughts, it could be a relationship that you had in the past that kind of haunts you. So this could be a relationship where somebody left your life, but you never really understood why. Or a situation, right? Even a job where either you were asked to leave or you lost a client or something like that, but you never really knew why. You thought that it was the loyal hearts. You thought that the two of you, or you and a job or a situation, were on the same path. And then when something happened here, when you saw the truth of this person, or this person left or whatever, it left you a little bit, first of all, not knowing exactly why. And that brings us the dark thoughts, but also a little bit lost, you know, in a maze, not really sure which way to turn. It's almost, you know, this could be even like a loved one that passed. It does not have to be, you know, a situation where, you know, somebody broke your heart by betraying you or something like that. It could be a business that failed. It could be, once again, like a client, a client that you really enjoyed working with and stuff. And then all of a sudden they were like, well, we're going to go in a new direction. And you're like, what? Why? And you never got a real answer. It's that type of energy that I have here. And the thing is that I feel like your intuition, it's interesting because Gemini had a little bit of that same energy, different, but you could be in the dream world, okay? Having a little bit of like thinking about this situation in the dream world, or dreaming of this person, okay? Or you're having downloads during the day, just all of a sudden thinking about this person or this situation, but it happened a long time ago, and you're just kind of like, I don't understand. Why is this coming up? Why am I having to reassess it? The Seven of Pentacles is, why am I putting time and energy into something that's no longer in my life? And I think it's helping you to either clear something out for good. I think you've had some really spiritual readings lately, Libra, you know, about forgiveness and about seeing things from that higher vantage point. Yeah, I mean, I actually feel like for some of you, you're getting some type of either downloads that bring you clarity in the situation so that you're no longer floundering. For some of you, you may feel like your life has never been on track since this situation occurred. And part of it is because you had no idea what happened in that situation, why that person left, or why that person said something, or why the client decided to hire somebody else, right? So it's kind of like communication is coming in, and I think for some of you, it could be in the dream world. You could be actually having conversations like with this person in the dream world, or it could be that you're getting downloads, intuitive downloads, in order to kind of like help you to see this in a loving way, to understand it, to bring love back into your heart for this situation. And if it's not actually intuitive, then you could be actually hearing from this person, because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is something, it's divine timing. And it's the time. Like it's literally like the stars are aligned for this conversation or this situation to either get clarity or have a conversation with this person, or to finally have that aha moment. Oh my goodness, I get it. I get now, right? And it's coming in. Either it could be just intuitively, or it could be that you're hearing something, you're getting some type of a message, but it's coming in fast. And it could be coming in around that full moon. So anytime in the next week, right? Because your obstacle here is, yeah, you just haven't been able to really and truly like speak your truth. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you maybe are having dreams of this person and you're having conversations where you're telling them the truth in the dream state. But know that that is not just the dream state. That is telepathy, right? That is you actually meeting on that spiritual realm in the 5D during dream time. All right, in order to work this out. This is like a soul contract type of situation where you're working it out in the spiritual world so that you can somehow come to peace, come to terms with it, have forgiveness, find peace for yourself, if nothing else, in this situation, in your awake time. Yeah, it's something that I feel like you haven't been able to share what is on your heart in the situation. Oh my goodness, it's that energy of, you know, and if it is somebody that has passed, and you didn't get to say goodbye, right? It could be that you're even meeting in the spiritual realm in order to have that goodbye. Because it's, look at this, the Imagine card. This is a very spiritual. This is on a much higher level than just, you know, this is a soul contract. Whatever this is. This was part of your destiny. This is part of your soul evolution. This is blessings coming your way because you're getting the clarity or the peace in this situation. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, it's just been this very long time, and then justice coming out. A long time of conflict, of discouragement. And I think it's actually filtered into other areas of your life. Because when we're emotionally attached to something like this, it's so hard for us to kind of like allow ourselves. We can move forward, right? But it's always playing out in the back of our mind, somewhere deep down inside. I don't understand what happened in that situation, right? It's kind of like we're constantly somewhere down deep inside thinking about that. And here's the thing. You have the Hierophant, okay, spiritual teacher, and then you have the Emperor. I think what you've been trying to do is to control. Once again, you have that energy of having to surrender to this situation. Because it's kind of like, I think you've been trying to either control your emotions or control the rest of your life, because it's almost like, I don't want that to derail me, so I'm going to control everything else. But it's time. It's time to see peace in this situation. You are the King of Wands. You are a spiritual teacher. You're finding peace in this situation so that you can literally share that peace. Yeah, you have the Ace of Swords. Share that peace with other people. You are the peacekeeper. You are the one that likes harmony, right? So it's kind of like coming into this, having this epiphany or having a conversation or just somehow getting this clarity. And that will be different for all of you. But it's getting that clarity so that you can share that sense of hope, of renewal with the rest of the world. And if nothing else, it's because of the way that you start living your life. You are an inspiration to other people because you found peace in this situation. So let's see what your advice is here. Yeah, I mean, you have the power, but it's the power of being authentic, of living your true life from your heart. And you have the Three of Cups of celebrating what is in your heart. I think that whatever the situation, it's cast a shadow on your heart in some way. And now that you have this clarity, you're seeing things in a different way. You suddenly are just like, it's like a warm hug, right? It's kind of like this energy of just feeling at peace with this situation, at peace with what has occurred. And therefore, you can really and truly start living your life from this very authentic, not that you haven't been authentic, but truly authentic, sharing being in a loving energy instead of being in this, I'm not sure, can I trust people? What will happen? I'm not sure where I'm going, right? That type of energy. Not having to power through it, but actually flow through life in a much more peaceful, loving way. Wow. Yeah, you're choosing. And then we have the Devil. Yeah, it's choosing not to kind of like keep I'm sending you a lot of love and hugs because I feel like with these two cards, what you've been doing is really defending yourself, because this situation really broke your heart, and it's kind of like you haven't been able to shake it for whatever reason. And I think with this full moon in Virgo, it's being cleared out. You're getting the clarity you need. You're hearing from this person. You know, it may even happen. It may even go to the 4/4 portal, okay, April 4th. So it's kind of like, because we're going into eclipse season now, and retrogrades. So it's kind of like, oh my goodness, like a lot is going to happen between now and, like, I don't know, I think April 14th. So it's the energy of over the next 6 to 8 weeks, kind of clearing out this energy of being tied to this in some way, even if it's just minuscule. It has been like a pebble in your shoe. That's the problem. It's been a pebble in your shoe. And you've been kind of like defending yourself, right? It's kind of like always having your guard up. So you haven't been able to really be emotionally open and vulnerable with people, because this situation kind of put you into the energy of, I have to defend myself. I can't allow myself. I have to control because maybe this is you. And these are like the scales, right? But, you know, the lion and the tiger are there, and you've felt like everybody else in the world is either a lion or a tiger. So I either have to control them or I'm going to get eaten. But now you're seeing this in a different way. You're seeing it on a spiritual level, and it's kind of like, oh my goodness. No, I don't have to control the lion and the tiger. I can trust other people. I can open my heart once again, because here you are. You're choosing love. So instead of choosing to be in control or to defend yourself or put up boundaries, there's healthy boundaries are good, right? But I'm talking about walls, stone walls, not allowing yourself to be emotionally open with people. Now, all of a sudden, it's kind of like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd really be interested to hear in the comments, like, you know, how this, I wonder how many of you have maybe been dreaming of this person and just kind of like been, what is going on? Like, you know, this is not something that happened last week. This is something that probably happened years ago. We have the 9 of Wands. It could have even happened 9 years ago, right? It's kind of like this whole situation has been playing maybe out in your life for the last 9 years. If you've been kind of like, why can't I really find another relationship? Why can't I put myself out there and really try to build my business? Or why am I stagnant? The reason that you've been kind of stagnant is because this situation, the energy of the situation has been holding you back, but it's being released. So you're going to be able to fly again. All right, Libra, let's pull a soul truth card for you. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, so 2 dropped out when I was shuffling, and both of them have to do with your health. So Libra, you know, it is something to take a look at. I feel like maybe this situation, and you know, one is about sleep. Maybe you have had a hard time sleeping lately because this is brewing in your subconscious, right? You're trying to work it out during the dream world, but it's disrupting your sleep. Huh, interesting. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? You are the asset. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling. How much sleep are you getting? And what can you do to help your body rest? Yeah, so, you know, that could be another reason why there's not a lot of new options coming in, is because Spirit wants you to rest. And when you rest, maybe some of you are not wanting to rest because you don't want to dream about this person or this situation, right? But it's almost a little bit like that's what they're encouraging you to do so that you can work this out with this person. And then the other one is, where are my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? If my body could talk, it would say. So are you taking good care of your body, nourishing it, exercising, getting that sleep, right? Oh my goodness. And then I didn't realize there were 3, but I'm going to take it because they all dropped. Who am I ready to forgive? Yeah, and I think that that has been kind of like the theme of your last couple of readings, is the sense of forgiveness. Remember, forgiveness is about condoning somebody else's actions or words or what they've done, right? It's not about even condoning what you have done. It's this finding this peace, having peace about the situation so that you and the other person can go your own way. I feel like you're at clash, your energies. So I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. It is time to let go, forgive, and move onward. Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? And that was the whole thing, right? When I was talking about that you've been almost attached, right, in a toxic way to the resistance of really and truly allowing yourself to forgive this situation, forgive that client that went and got somebody else, right? Forgive that person that left your life. It's allowing yourself to have forgiveness in the situation, not to hold on to any resentment, because it's like a pebble in your shoe. It's preventing you from moving forward. Write a forgiveness letter, then practice the Ho'oponopono prayer today while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me, and thank you. Yes, I love that prayer. And I actually think I mentioned that to you last week. And so many of you put in the comments how that has helped you, that it's called the Hawaiian prayer, the Ho'oponopono prayer. It is a beautiful prayer to help you to move through the energy of forgiveness. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I really and truly love you. Thank you so much for all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm sending you so much love and light with this situation. Thank you for stepping into your healing energy, because the healing that you're doing in this situation is rippling out and helping to heal everyone on our planet. So thank you for that. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.